Hello, all you professional wrestling fans. Welcome back to Squared Circle Speak. And today we are going to be talking King and Queen of the Ring, giving our predictions and our thoughts on the upcoming WWE pay-per-view live from Saudi Arabia. Uh, like we've said in our WWE Speak video, I'm not a big fan of the name King and Queen of the Ring. It does not necessarily roll off the tongue that easily.
I ain't gonna lie. A lot of these Saudi Arabia shows don't roll off the tongue very easily.
I
So
mean, as someone who has a hard time speaking sometimes, saying King and Queen of the Ring, it's very, very rough. So we're gonna be talking about everything going into this show. We only have 5 matches because it's a Triple H pay-per-view. So we got 5 matches. Uh, but so far, I mean, I assume that the Raw and SmackDown King and Queen tournament finals are going to take place this week on the Raw and SmackDown.
well, if it wasn't the fact that there's King and Queen of the Ring, I would say maybe the semifinals could be on there, but that'd be two more matches. That'd be four more matches.
Yeah.
So they're definitely happening on Raw and SmackDown.
Yep.
So that being said, let's start off with the King and Queen of the Ring matches here, Ryan.
Yep.
Who do you think is coming out of the women's side?
The
Who do you think's
women.
the finals?
So as we talked about on our WWE show, um, I could go 2 ways here. Like I said, SmackDown threw me for a loop because it completely went in the direction I didn't think it was going to go with both matches. But I'm going to stick with my original gut. I don't, I don't know, man. I don't want to see it, but I think it's going to be Io Sky and Bianca Belair.
Okay,
I don't, I don't want to see that though.
I don't either. I'm gonna say it's gonna be Nia Jackson, Io Sky.
So neither one of us think Lyra is going to make it, huh?
I think they're gonna do the Elia thing. I think she's gonna make it, to the Raw. She's gonna make it. She's made it this far, and I think she's gonna put up a fight against Io, but Io's gonna beat her. I think the damage control could get involved, and yeah, I think Io beats her. I think Nia and her go to the finals, and I'm gonna say Nia Jax wins this thing, Ryan.
I would not be opposed to that. I would actually be okay with Nia Jax winning. I'm going to say Io beats Bianca. But I do think Nia's, now that I think about it, Nia's probably going to beat Bianca because they have an out, like I said, with her knee injury. So I actually like your booking better, but this is WWE and she's on a, complete John Cena run, as you said. So I don't know. But I'm going to go Io Sky over Bianca. You're going to go Nia over Io.
Yeah.
Interesting. I actually would not hate Nia. It just, it would be a different thing. She's a dominant, it fits her character being winning this tournament and just dominating
What if
everybody.
what if you didn't even think about this? You got a real out. What if uh, Jade Cargill comes out and costs Belair the match because she's still mad at Nia and gets Bianca Belair disqualified because she attacks Nia Jax.
Oh, yeah, that could happen too. Then you
Yep.
tease tension between Jade and Bianca.
Yep.
Hmm. See, now we're thinking like a booking committee. See, now I'm liking it.
Yep.
Keeps everybody strong, which is what you want to do with these kind of tournaments. Uh, yeah, I don't know. It could go either way. They could even pull a fast one and have Lyra win the whole thing and just push her to the moon right out of the gate. I don't know. I don't think so, but you never
Well,
know.
you made fun of me on our WWE speak, Ryan, because you said I come up with all these belts and you thought that's too many belts. But think about it. Tiffany Stratton, she could be WWE United States champion right now, women's champion. Yeah, I'm just saying.
I'm just
Have
gonna
something.
say Tiffany Stratton's gonna win Money in the Bank.
Okay.
That's an early spoiler prediction for Money in the Bank, which is like 2 months away. All right, to the King of the Ring tournament. On the Raw side, we got Gunther versus Jey Uso, and on the SmackDown side, we got Randy Orton and Tama Tonga. Not what I was expecting on SmackDown. Again,
No.
they completely threw me off there. I was expecting LA Knight and Carmelo, and now I got to book. Now I got to think about Orton and Tonga. It's gonna be Gunther versus Orton. Uh, the thing is, do they do two heel winners? Because if Gunther and Nia both win, like you said, Nia wins. That's two heels,
Yep.
and they're both very similar. They're both dominant big people. So
Yeah, but you got Cody Rhodes in the main event. I'm just saying.
I know,
They'll
but
they'll get their face, you know. But Gunther, just like the other, like I did with the women, Gunther just had that long run with the Intercontinental title.
yeah.
And does he really need the King of the Ring too?
Here's the thought: Orton beats Gunther, turns heel on Cody, and they run Orton Cody for a couple months.
Does Orton really need King of the Ring?
No, neither does Gunther.
I
But
know
if
that's
that's
what
who
I'm
we're
thinking.
gonna have, one of them's got to win.
That's what I'm thinking. I think I'm changing my pick.
Oh,
I'm gonna say Jey Uso beats Gunther.
oh shit!
I don't know how. I don't know how. I don't know if maybe we have some uh bloodline interference, and I don't know, maybe they try to convert Jay back. I don't know. Something's got to happen, but I think, or maybe somebody that Gunther's been pissing off helps Jay or interferes and distracts him.
Well, we're heading to Bash in Berlin,
We are.
dude. Is this where they pull the trigger and have Kaiser turn on Gunther?
What if before uh what was that guy's name?
Giovanni
Uh,
Vinci.
yeah, maybe before he makes his full on SmackDown debut because he got drafted to SmackDown. Maybe he comes out and costs Gunther this match before he
Maybe
goes. But I just think, maybe Jey Uso needs this more than anybody else.
of the four in it that are left, yeah. I mean, Tonga is not win. I don't. There's no way.
I say Tama beats Randy Orton
If you're gonna have Jay, well, then the Bloodline storyline, it does make sense.
because I think Bloodline's going to cost Orton that match too.
So you're
Maybe that's where Jacob Fatu comes in.
so Jay versus Tonga in the King of the
Mhm.
Ring final, dude. If you would have told me 2 months ago
Mhm.
that Jay Uso and Tama Tonga could potentially be wrestling in a King of the Ring final, I think you were fucking crazy. Because we didn't
Yeah,
even know King of the Ring was coming back, and we didn't know Tonga was gonna be here. So,
I'm going with that. I'm going with that.
okay,
And
well,
then Jey Uso wins the whole thing.
I'm gonna go Orton Gunther. I'm gonna say Orton beats Gunther, and
We
then
both went completely opposite on these.
and then Orton will turn heel on Cody at some point to get his one final run, and they do Cody and Orton at SummerSlam.
That'd be a good SummerSlam.
That is my prediction. All right. So then
Is
we
there
have,
a way? Is
huh?
there a way that we could get to that without Orton
Yeah.
winning the ring?
I mean, yeah, Orton's Orton. He could turn on Cody whenever he wants. I mean, I mean,
Well, I know, but I mean, is there a logical way?
uh, I mean, does that even make sense either way though? If he wins King of the Ring, I mean, does that doesn't
Yeah,
really make sense for him to turn either way? I mean,
yeah.
he didn't have to turn on him to get a title shot. So, but it's Orton. Can't trust him.
Hmm.
So I don't know. I kind of want to see Orton as a heel again for like if this is like if he's gonna be going out soon, he's so much better as a heel. And I just want
Or at SummerSlam, I mean, they could drag this. So, all right, we'll talk about that in a minute. All right, first let's talk about what's the other match? The Intercontinental title match.
yeah, we got the triple threat match: Sammy, Chad Gable, and Bronson Reed for the Intercontinental Championship.
Hmm.
Bronson Reed has been dominating both of these men in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, he ain't winning that match. Uh, Sammy's winning, right? It's Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, they're not gonna have Sammy lose. He never wrestled there for a long time, and now he's back for a second show. Yeah, he's definitely winning.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
As much as I like to see Chad Gable get his moment, I think it's past, dude. I think his moment's past.
Yeah, he's not been doing great work
Yeah.
as a
So
heel.
he could turn it around, but right now it's not. I'm not feeling it. Uh, I think Sammy's gonna have a little bit of a run here with the championship, and then he'll drop it to somebody. But maybe Jay. Maybe that's the
He-
first title Jay Uso wins is the Intercontinental title.
I mean, that was what I would choose, but you know, maybe have somebody else beat Sammy first. I don't know if I want Sammy getting beat by Jey Uso.
Maybe a face first face encounter. You know.
Yeah.
Then for the women's world championship, Becky Lynch versus Liv Morgan. I think, we discussed it on the WWE Speak show. We've talked about it for a couple weeks now. Becky Lynch's contract is coming to an end. It, Liv Morgan has to win this title here. I don't know why she didn't win it in the Battle Royal, to be honest with you.
Right.
But dragging it out, I think Liv wins here. Liv holds it till Rhea comes back, and then they do Liv and Rhea.
Yeah,
Um,
because I mean, you got that storyline already
yeah.
playing out. I think it makes sense. I think if you want Liv to really be a contender, she needs to beat somebody that's
Yep.
like importance, like Becky. Becky's hasn't re-signed that contract, like they said. If that's true, I mean, it makes sense for her to drop it to Liv and then take some time off. So I think everything's pointing to Liv winning this match. I don't really like Liv. So, but hey, if that's the way we're going, that's the way we're going. I know this match ain't on the pay per view, Ryan, but we don't have a whole lot to talk about on this show. We gotta get a little more content on here. Damian Priest. They said that it's gonna be him and Drew McIntyre at some point. Do you think Drew McIntyre gets into that belt?
Yes, because it's going to be a Clash at the Castle. I'm 100% sure.
Yeah,
That's in Scotland.
yeah.
I think Drew beats him there.
Do
Punk
you
is
think
cleared by
Judgment Day?
SummerSlam. It'll
Do
be
you think
Punk.
Judgment Day turns on Priest to help
Yes.
in I mean, he's been kind of saying he doesn't need their help anymore and
Yeah, I
stuff.
think they come out. He gets mad at them. They say, fuck it. Then at SummerSlam, we get Priest versus Finn, and we get Punk versus McIntyre.
Mm, sounds pretty good to me.
And then Orton and Cody. I mean, that's a damn good SummerSlam if you ask me.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think that has to happen at Clash at the Castle. And then as much as like Damian Priest, like his title run's been, he hasn't done anything. Like he hasn't even wrestled since he won the title.
I know.
Well, he beat Jay at
BJ,
Backlash, but that's it. Like he hadn't done much, and so it's kind of I like him, I like Priest, but it's just hasn't impressed me at all. And it's like he just kind of feels like he's just there. He doesn't feel like the main focus of the show.
yeah,
He doesn't feel like he's getting into. It's just he's just kind of there, and it's really annoying. So
I agree.
I think they just take it. They have Drew beat him, and then he can feud with the rest of the Judgment Day for a while, and then Punk's gonna get cleared soon, and then they do McIntyre and Punk.
Makes sense.
And they can do that for a couple months if they want to drag it out. I mean,
Yeah,
but that's where I'm thinking. I don't think I don't know, but see that you got SummerSlam, but you also have two other pay-per-views before SummerSlam. I'm pretty sure. So, because you're gonna have Clash at the you're gonna have Money in the Bank, and then you're gonna have oh no, Bash and Berlin's after SummerSlam.
oh, okay.
So the only one after Clash at the Castle would be Money in the Bank, and then you have SummerSlam. So there you go. I mean, that's interesting.
That's pretty cool. I think it's all playing out pretty good. All right, main event time, Ryan.
Yeah, the match that I think is the one that, other than the Becky Lynch Liv Morgan match, this is the match that is the 100% most predictable. We thought it was going to be a little bit unpredictable because we thought it was going to be for both the United States and WWE Championship, but instead it's just for the WWE Championship. So, it'd be Cody Rhodes and Logan Paul for the WWE title. I mean, Cody's winning.
Yeah. So my predictions got a little changed because if it was for both belts, I thought, okay, if it's both belts, there's gonna be a wonky finish
Yeah.
because I didn't think Cody was gonna walk away with both titles. So I thought since they've been doing all those codes and everything that maybe Uncle Howdy was gonna show up at this, and he still could. I don't think it's gonna be in the main event.
Yeah, that's another thing. If that group shows up, is it during the women's match? Like when would they show up? Is it just they just show up between matches?
That's I don't know. It's got to be. I mean, because if they showed up during this match with Cody, it would like, are you really gonna start Uncle Howdy off against Cody Rhodes?
Yeah. I don't
I
and it
don't
wouldn't
see
even
that
make
happening.
sense. Like there's no rhyme or reason for that.
Yeah. So with that being said, that's what I thought was gonna happen. They could wonk it that way, like that. We just see that at the end of the show, it goes out, no contest, no winner, no loser. But yeah, since it's just for Cody's belt, he's totally winning that match.
Yeah. I mean, I
And
could see him still doing like a DQ finish or something,
nah,
some
not if
wonky finish, but
not if it's just for his belt. But I thought maybe you could drag this out till SummerSlam, and then because it is in Logan Paul's hometown, but nah, I think it's gonna be LA Knight versus Logan Paul at SummerSlam. So
that's what I was thinking too.
so Cody's totally winning this match. I don't know. Uncle Howdy thing, I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm hoping it's not a letdown. I'm hoping I'm hoping that it's they said that they wanted to live up to Bray Wyatt's, make it good for his legacy and all that. And it's like,
I
I
mean,
just,
it's right now it's got the same vibe as when Bray came back.
yeah, but
But
predictable now though, because before it was like, is it Bray? Is it not Bray? Because we thought he got something, was coming back, but we weren't sure.
yeah.
This we know all of that it's Uncle Howdy. We know it's Bo Dallas.
The only thing we don't know is if who's with him,
We
essentially.
don't know who's with them and what their purpose is.
Um, they went live on Twitch, like WWE did, which is what threw me off completely.
Yeah.
And it was some therapist chick like talking, and it was the creepiest fucking video I've ever watched, dude. It was weird as shit.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do, but
If they show up at this pay-per-view, A, it's weird to do it here because, like I
mhm.
said, the crowds I don't think is going to react to it.
All right.
And B, I don't see where it fits on this show and where if they, I mean, like it could just show up. I mean, Bray Wyatt when he came back, he just showed up at the end of the show.
Yeah.
So I mean, it could happen, but I don't know, man. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know where it's heading. I'm intrigued, but at the same time, I'm very like I'm holding back because I just don't know what it's gonna be and what it's actually gonna if it's gonna be good or not. And I'm hoping that it's great and that but I just don't they don't Bray Wyatt was so unique with the way he thought of things, and I just don't know if they're gonna have the same vision that he had for stuff like
Yeah.
this. So I want it to happen, and I'm very intrigued by it, especially if it's like people that they're teasing, like Dexter Loomis and Joe Gacy and people like that who aren't getting used right now very well, and so they can get something to do and they get some on TV. I'm all for that, but I just hope it's good. Whatever they do, I hope it works out because if not, they're gonna get shit on completely and it's gonna end badly, I think.
Yeah.
So, oh yeah, so that's King and Queen of the Ring. I'm not expecting a great pay-per-view out of this show. The matches will be pretty good, I think. But
Do you think people have cooled down on this Saudi Arabia stuff?
I
Like
don't
that?
see as much hate anymore for these shows anymore.
Yeah.
Like for a while there, it was oh everyone's gonna boycott it, and I think most people are just like yeah whatever it happens. Like uh yeah. So I don't. I mean they got like you know they did a 10-year deal with Saudi, so they're gonna be there for a while anyway. So
All right, so we got one more thing to talk about before we end this predictions. Saudi, since we're talking Saudi Arabia, they want WrestleMania or Royal Rumble in Saudi Arabia, like an actual
Yeah,
WrestleMania or
not the
Rumble.
greatest Royal Rumble.
Yeah, they want one of the actual pay-per-views and stuff. But how do you feel about that? And do you think WWE will do it?
Um, WWE will do it. They pay them more. No, I don't want it to happen because the thing about WrestleMania is the crowd and the atmosphere, and I don't see a lot of people traveling to Saudi Arabia to watch a WrestleMania. Just you know what I mean? Like it's not a travel destination.
They're
Uh,
trying to look at one with all their beautiful city of Jeddah.
they're trying and they're having the fucking WWE World there or whatever, WWE Experience,
Yeah,
and so WWE's trying at least to help them become a. I mean, I could see it happening if it's gonna be anywhere overseas. I don't want it to be in Saudi Arabia. I'd much rather be in like fucking Europe or somewhere like that. Um, but yeah, I mean, WrestleMania is all about the money at this point. So if Saudi Arabia wanted to send even more money to WWE, I could see them potentially doing it there, but I don't want to see it happen at all. Because these shows are good. Like the wrestling on these shows is fine. It's just the crowd takes me out, man. Like
yeah,
they're all dead, like all the whole time, and it's just it doesn't feel like a typical overseas wrestling. Like we went had Backlash, and now we're gonna have this shit, and it's gonna be completely different. And I'm, like the Backlash crowd was so cool, and then we get this show, and it's gonna be like,
yeah.
like,
I agree.
so I don't want it to happen. I am not gonna rule it out as something that could potentially happen, just because of the money situation. And if Saudi Arabia wants it, if they throw fucking billions of dollars at WWE, I mean, it's gonna be hard for them to say no.
Right.
So I don't know. I hope not, but we never but we never know, I guess. So
All right, I think that's gonna do it for these predictions.
yeah, not much gonna I'm not expecting anything major out of this pay-per-view, honestly. So but
Yep.
you never know. All right. So that's gonna do it if you want to wrap this up, Nathan.
Yeah. So if you liked hearing us ramble about Saudi Arabia for 10 minutes, hit that like button, tap the subscribe button, and tickle that little notification bell. Let us know that you want to hear more of us talking, and you'll get notified every time we start talking. And we'll see you on the next one.
See ya.